What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, look, I've always made a point whenever James Harden fails in the playoffs, I upload and take a virtual dump on him. So, I gotta give him praise, man. James Harden played very big last night. You know what I'm saying? I think he finished with 36 points. I think it was. He stepped up, and he was the best player on the court last night. I think that he did a really good job of mixing it up a little bit, not just relying on purely the outside shot. And he was efficient last night. He got to the foul line, and he dominated. And that's what you need from James Harden if the Rockets are going to have a chance at winning this series, any chance at winning this series. I'm going to tell you something, man. I got to give a shout at Ticket TV because he called it, man. He called it. He thought that Houston was going to win game one. I thought, because of the fact that Houston had been through that grueling 7-game series against OKC, LA was fresh. At least you thought they'd be fresh. I thought that combined with the Lakers' size, I thought that they would probably get clobbered this game. Now, I didn't think that LA was going to run through the series because Houston had some success against LA, and that their small ball lineup did give them some problems. So I didn't think it was going to be an easy series. I kind of had the Lakers winning in 6, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. To me, this is on two players for LA. This is on more so AD and then LeBron. More so than anybody else. I know a lot of people want to blame other guys. It's really on those two. I gotta concur with what Ticket was saying. Anthony Davis is the Lakers' biggest advantage, literally, in this series. Yes, he's not a traditional low post guy. He's more of a face-up guy. But he's 7 feet tall with a crazy wingspan, great agility for a big man. And you're being guarded by a guy that's 6'5", all right, and CJ Tucker. And even though Tucker is a very underrated defensive player, at the end of the day, you're still being guarded by somebody that is about 7 inches shorter than you are. You have to take advantage of your size. You have to. Okay? I mean, it's just, that's just what it is. There are many guys in NBA history who may not be bruisers, per se, but whenever they were matched up with someone when they had a tremendous size advantage, they would take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Even if a guy is not necessarily a great defensive player, but whenever you have a matchup advantage, you have to take advantage of it, man. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's size, whether it's strength, you have to take advantage of it. Whether the guy against you is not a really good defensive player, you got to take advantage of it. And the Lakers did not do a good job of that. I think Anthony Davis only had 25 points. He should have went for 40. Also, LeBron James, I don't understand what happened to him in the fourth quarter. Selling for outside shots. He was not aggressive offensively. during a stretch where the Lakers could have gotten back into the game, gotten under single digits. You know, this is why a lot of people get annoyed when he's always inevitably compared to Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and, you know, all these other guys who, you know, had a different way of going about these games, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, is LA in trouble? No. But has Houston established themselves as a serious threat to the Lakers in this playoff? Absolutely. And the Lakers are having problems with Houston's speed. The thing that I was most shocked about, though, I can't believe Houston out-rebounded LA. How is that possible? You know, I just thought that if Houston was going to win this game, or these games in general, it was going to be on the strength of their outside shooting. You know, like, I could see a scenario where they're being out-rebounded by double digits, right? Like maybe 43-30 or something, right? But because they made 18 3-pointers and LA only shot 7, you know, maybe 7 of 25 or something, that they might eke out a victory because of their outside shooting or something like that. But when you look at that game last night, Houston scored a lot of their points in the paint. And James Harden said something very, if you're Anthony Davis, you're heated at what he said. When reference about their size, he said something to the effect of, you know what I'm saying, it's not about, basically he said something about, to the effect of, it's not about your size, it's about the size of your heart. And he's kind of insinuating that, to me, either Lakers don't have heart or maybe a certain player down low don't have heart, which is the knock on Anthony Davis, is that he's soft. And, you know, if you put pressure on him, he's not the same type of player. So, I don't know, man. I still think the Lakers are going to win this series. But if Houston somehow, some way go up 2-0 in this series, I and a lot of people have to reassess this Lakers team. You know? I think they're going to win game 2, though. I think LA is going to feel the pressure. They're going to make adjustments. And I think they're going to win game 2. I did like the fact that Eric Gordon was big offensively. He was the third guy. I think he had like 22 or 23 points. Another factor is LA really doesn't seem to have that third scorer. Kyle Kuzma continued to struggle in the LeBron system, as most third wheels do. In the LeBron system. That could be a problem down the stretch too. And you know, that's that's pretty much it, man. You know, I think that the problem with LA is that they got to get Anthony Davis more. Anthony Davis has to be more aggressive. LeBron James has to also be more aggressive, to me, offensively. And they got to cut down on their turnovers, because that helps to fuel the Rockets' offense a lot of times, those transition buckets. And they got to slow down the speed of this game a little, you know, to me. Like, they got to slow it down more their pace so they can take advantage of their size more. But if they can't do these things, man, oh man, you know, But tell me what you guys think. And once again, shout out to James Harden. Everybody think I can't give him his props. But James Harden was huge last night. And if they can beat this Lakers team, right, that's a signature moment. A signature moment in James Harden's career. Now, I can't really talk crap about him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Lowry was horrible. His reputation was that he was a horrible playoff performer. Kyle Lowry, over the last couple of years, especially the championship run, has atoned for that. So that now, whenever he does have a bad playoff game, whatever, you don't really hold against him because he already atoned for his sins. James Harden needs to atone for his sins. Russell Westbrook finally got out of that, streak where he couldn't get out of the first round. Can these guys atone for their sins? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I do know one thing, though. I'll say this, though. If there's any players that have more, if there's any player or players that have more motivation to succeed than anybody else, it's these two guys with the reputations they have. They're both seen as perennial playoff underachievers and losers. Can they shake that? I mean, we'll see. But tell me what you guys think.